5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, looks like the FedEx driver dropped something off today. Always good news when the FedEx man shows up, especially when 6th edition is on the horizon. So take a look at what we got today. We got the rule book, tape measure, so the psychic cards, and some templates. The tape measure is kind of cool. It's plastic. It's kind of heavy. It sits on the table nice. And if you can see there, that little red eye patch there, the ideal, that holds the tape measure, releases it. It's red. It does make the numbers a little bit hard to read. I do have to say that. I wish it wouldn't have been red on white, but I guess it is unique. It'll be hard to see from the opposing side of the table if your opponent is using it. The big yellow and black, tape measures you normally get, you can see a little bit easier. The psychic cards. I wasn't so sure about the psychic cards. I know the container looks a little flimsy there. I don't know if that's going to break if I drop it on that hinge there. It was a nice surprise to see a quick reference chart for all the races and what disciplines you get. And these are kind of neat. I wasn't so sure about them, and I thought maybe I don't want them, but I got them anyway. There's pictures on the front and back. The pictures on the front designate the disciplines, and then it goes into some good detail on what's on of each psychic power on the back. And of course, each discipline has a different piece of artwork there. They are pretty nice. I do think I will enjoy the cards, which is kind of a nice surprise. They're not very flimsy. I do think they will hold up to some abuse. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to reading more about all the psychic powers here once I get into the specifics of the rule book. But there you have it. There's the psychic cards. And let's dig into these templates. These things were about childproof to get into. They are nice. I do like them. At first, I did not think that I was gonna be able to, put my fingers through them. But you can see that there's just a blue lightning kind of in between them. So I guess it'll help, when you have halberds and stuff like that, just poking up through them. They do feel a little bit big, but I did check them out compared to my old templates, and they do match up pretty good. Back to my 3rd edition templates and some of them that I got during 5th edition. I do like the detail, and they do feel nice and solid. Even the lightning on the inside feels pretty solid with these. So I don't think you're going to run into too many problems as far as them breaking. They're pretty durable plastic. Now, let's dig into the rule book. I know that's what I've been waiting to get into. It's heavy. It's a nice, heavy rule book. It's solid, and the pages feel nice. It's full of a lot of beautiful artwork, page to page. And of course, there's a table of contents. But between models and new artwork, I'm a big artwork fan. And some of these pieces of art I haven't seen before, so they're just wonderful to take a look at. And I haven't even got a chance to look through them all yet. The rulebook section. This talks about what's in the book. Talks about each section. But the rulebook section is 131 pages long of rules, which really I thought was a lot less than what we'd see. It goes through turns. It has a lot of color diagrams, and the diagrams are quite nice from what I've seen as far as helping to decipher what it is they're talking about. There it is explaining templates and runes. And I think we get into some missions here. Here we get into the 41st millennium section, and this is where it talks about all the fluff and the background. it gets into the all the races and the different types of armies that we'll be playing. And that's kind of a really nice intricate piece of art. And right behind it, of course, is the big fold-out. If there's another fold-out, I haven't found it yet. Of course, I really haven't dug through the rulebook in detail yet. And it did fold back nicely, so I wasn't too worried about it. The next section is, of course, you can see there, the miniatures showcase. And it really shows some beautiful armies in here. And it shows them army by army. It gets into all of them. And I'm just flipping through real quick. Of course, everybody will be getting, you could be getting your rule books real soon, so you'll be able to spend a lot more time looking in detail at these models. Then it has a real nice section on the hobby. I was interested in that, and it really goes into collecting, the tools of the trade, assembling and painting your models, kit bashing. And then towards the end of it, it gets into some Golden Demon models, I believe, and we'll see if that's right up here or not. Hey, there's the Golden Demon, and there's some Golden Demon models. So some wonderful models for inspiration to look at, kind of get some ideas from. And then we get into the battles section. And here it talks about some different battles, specifically 40K expansions, campaigns. It talks about creating special mission rules and warzone traits, like some anti-gravity battles and some miscellaneous things like that. I mean, some of these battles are just fantastic to look at. Definitely a StarCraft-esque feel to that field. But look at some of those battles. Here's some Warzone traits. There's a chart there. And creating your own mission special rules. I think that's pretty nice to see that. So I know back in 5th we got a little bit bored of our missions, and it would have been nice to have a little bit more to it. Create something unique. Here we're talking about some of the expansions, Planet Strike Apocalypse. Overall, I just really love the book. I haven't delved into it yet, and I've got my first game tonight, so I'm pretty excited about that. Actually, it's going to happen here in about 2.5 hours, and it's going to take me a bit because I haven't gotten too much into the rulebook. I've read over it briefly, but it will be 6th edition. I'm looking forward to it. So we'll be talking to you later.